So I wake up tomorrow and it's all gone. Everything I've worked for, the money, the house, the cars, the businesses, the brands I've built, gone. My contacts, my relationships, also gone. Meaning there's no friend that can bail me out. There's no favors I can call in. There's no investors. There's no college roommate I can call and ask for a job. Literally everything I've built, gone. I'm Steve Rad. I've designed products and brands that generate over $50 million in annual sales revenue. And over the last decade, I've been lucky enough to partner with inventors, creators, and brands to build and scale their consumer footprint. All right, so you wake up and suddenly it's all gone. I think the first step here is to lock in your mindset before you lift a finger. When you lose everything, your first enemy isn't poverty, it's panic. You can't think clearly when you're scared, and fear makes people make stupid decisions. So before you try to make a dollar, I'd focus on a state of control. Take deep breaths, accept it. The self-awareness of knowing I'm on my back at that moment is a huge piece of the puzzle. No one's coming to save me, and that's my advantage, because the second you stop feeling sorry for yourself, the second you stop whining, the game begins. And in this particular scenario, it's a fresh start, meaning a clean slate, zero obligations, and the only thing ahead is a wide open lane. Next, I'd anchor myself into motion. Now, most people wait for the right move. Winners move first and refine later. Don't sit around overthinking. Just start doing anything that puts momentum back into your hands. Work isn't just about money, it's about traction. Traction gives you confidence, and confidence gives you clarity. Once you start moving, small wins start stacking. Next, I choose exposure over income. What does that mean? When you're starting over, your real paycheck is proximity. I'd get around the game I want to play any way I can. If I wanted to build brands again, I'd take the lowest paying gig just to be in that room. You can't climb a ladder if you're not standing on it. So I'd go where the energy is, where the players are, where people are building. You don't need to be the biggest, you just need to be in the ecosystem. If you want to be in finance, for example, move to Hong Kong or New York and surround yourself with private equity people. If you want to learn about real estate, maybe move to Dubai and work for a developer where the GDP is on fire. Wherever the game is that you want to be in, put yourself into that ecosystem. You get the idea. Next, in terms of mindset, I start building out a high-value skill set. Not a job, not a hustle, a weapon, something that lets me print money with my own hands. Whether it's product sourcing, copywriting, video editing, sales, the goal is self-sufficiency. Once you can create value without permission, you're dangerous. You're no longer waiting for someone to give you a shot. You create the shot. And thus, as you start to create revenue, I'd reinvest leverage, not lifestyle. What does that mean? That means when money starts to flow, you have a choice. You buy toys or you buy time. You don't need a watch, you need an ad spend budget. You don't need the car, you need a first hire. Every dollar is a soldier. You either send it to vacation or you send it to war. Invest in infrastructure, invest in people, and multiply your impact. That's how you turn 6 figures into 7, and 7 into a legacy. And from there, you keep your identity flexible. Strip away all the titles and all the nonsense that you've built. I'm not a CEO, I'm not a founder, I'm a builder. That's a mindset, not a job or a title. And as a builder, I could rebuild in toys, in media, in food, and real estate. It doesn't matter, because the core operating system stays the same. Create value, build relationships, and scale. And so, if I woke up tomorrow with nothing, I'd get up, I'd start again, I'd be thankful for my health and for the opportunity to do it all over again. You can lose everything except who you became while earning it in the process. And if along the climb you find a product or service, let's say, that you're passionate about, something that lets you tell a meaningful story through a brand that inspires you, educates you, impacts other folks and humans, then you're not just building a path or a brand, you're building a legacy and something that can change the world. LFG, baby, let's fucking go.